Okay, so how are you?
I'm good. What about you? How are you?
I'm also doing good. Thanks for asking. So, how about your day? Anything
It
special?
is quite. Yeah, I think nothing special as usual. Just so casual.
Hmm. Recently we are reading some news, and
Hmm.
I was just thinking we are small YouTubers. If we are doing, sometimes we are not doing any, wrong thing, but YouTube is taking action. Okay,
Correct.
but
Right.
there are some big YouTubers who are giving some speeches, who are giving something bad. Everybody is aware of this topic, but they are not taking action. Okay,
Correct.
so
Right.
this topic is related this problem. Okay, so I was reading one news. There is a very famous podcaster and YouTuber. He has, I think, million followers, million subscribers,
Hmm.
and they had, I think, there was one comedy show, and they were talking vulgar and nonsense things. They are
Hmm.
Indian, and we are living in Indian society. So I always, thinking like we are Indians and we are living in Indian society. So we have some responsibilities. We
Right.
can't destroy our culture. You should always think what you are saying, because
Hmm.
children, elders, all are watching your shows, and they are your big fan. How can you hurt their feelings? And
Okay.
after the incident, you are saying sorry. Then what is the meaning of your sorry?
Correct.
Every time you are doing this kind of thing, there are so many YouTubers, not one, there are so many YouTubers. On the camera they are very good personality, but behind the camera you are different personality. Okay,
Right.
and
Correct.
mostly youth person and some other person are following you blindly. They are just assuming you are the role model,
Hmm.
and you
Correct.
are giving these kind of nonsense stuff to the society.
Correct. Correct. Yes. Yeah. I think you are absolutely right. I have also seen and I have watched a lot of the videos and I read into the newspapers that so, I mean the a few YouTubers. I mean the famous YouTubers. They use very outlandish the language against the Indian societies, particularly the parents. I was also totally shocked while watching those things, and that how they can say like these things, because we are in India and we have some ethos and some I mean the societal values which we hold. We are not like the western countries like USA and other countries where all of these things are they can do openly, even they can say openly, but we live in the decorum which is not so acceptable. And the YouTubers and the person whatever they committed all of these things, they are perceived as ideals for the youth. They consider as a youth icon. And most, I would say, very bizarre thing which I noticed was that one of them, the person who used all of these things, he was awarded by the Prime Minister of India. So that was very very disturbing for me, that how the Prime Minister can reward such a people. I know that these things are not in the the attentive mindset of the Prime Minister or his team, but we need to understand that how these people try to show off on the camera, what they do really behind the camera, because the person is very much same. The mindset which he has as of now in front of the camera, the same mindset he has behind the camera. So we need to understand that which kind of personalities we are following, we are perceiving them as ideals. We call them as influencer, but I don't understand that why they use such a toxic and the poisonous the language, which is totally unacceptable. And I mean the comedy shows, on the name of the comedy shows, the not just only the one YouTubers, I mean most of the YouTubers, those call and the consider themselves as a comedian, they are using vulgar and very filthy language against the family, parents, brother, and the sister relations, and the family, like the mother and father. So these are these things are very uh, people are being generalized all of these things.
And they are said a good YouTuber, good influencer. I'm giving you your example. Like you had created one channel just for
Hmm.
improving your English skill, and you are spreading knowledge of English, and you were sharing some devotional reels also.
Hmm.
But we don't know what happened with your channel, and your channel, that channel was disabled.
Hmm.
So they are taking action. Okay, but there are
Correct.
some big YouTuber influencer who are speaking, vulgar language. They are giving,
Hmm.
abuses also. But YouTube is not taking action.
That's right.
because they have million of subscribers. This is the reason.
Yes, I think this is the, the we can see the double face of the companies, the social media platform, that how they perceive to the one person who has the millions of the subscriber, the other one who has very few. How they, they regulate their own the rules and the regulation. Even, the comedy show about which we are just mentioning, that show was deleted from the YouTube after government took the, steps, and, government give the order that you should remove all of those episode. So it is totally, I would say, the disgusting that how the those who are producing the good content, they are being targeted, and their videos, their channels are being removed by the, the concerns, the platforms. But at the same time, those the YouTubers, influencers, they are using vulgar the things, and somewhere they are expanding like negative things. So they are being brandized, even their outreach also being expanded.
Hmm, hmm. There are some of YouTubers who are using abusive language, but
Correct, correct.
this platform is not taking any action. But
Yes.
when I'm observing in your case, like you are created some educational reels, some devotional reels. I don't know what happened with your that channel. It was very
Correct.
suspicious.
Yes, it is mysterious, I would say, and lot of the YouTubers are there. Their videos, if you look at their videos, if you watch their videos, you will see that how the contents, they are offering to the
Hmm.
audience, and they are getting such abuse. And YouTube is not taking, I mean, any actions against those YouTubers. But the one, anyone, I mean, I have seen a lot of the YouTubers, they are producing good content, still their channel is, and even their outreach also very limited. And if you look at those big YouTubers, particularly, the recent incidents which happen, and their outreach is so long, I mean, so exceed their outreach, but no action is being taken against them.
Like there are some of YouTuber who are making vulgar reels. They are using a beauty language. So this platform is sometimes they are promoting their videos, and there are some other applications people are using oftenly like Instagram. So
Hmm.
on the Instagram, when you are browsing, you are scrolling, sometimes some vulgar reels you can see. And on the Instagram, it is clearly, written. If you are doing this kind of activity, your channel should be suspended. But
Hmm.
I am observing they are not going to suspend that kind of channel.
Correct,
They
right.
are not taking any action
Yes, I think the YouTube is very much
because of
cons-.
because of their million subscribers. That is the reason.
Yes, might is the right. This is, I think, the somewhere the saying, which is, very much, is being validating, that when you have the power, in term of your the subscriber, your outreach, so you are not, like the, so concerned that your channel can be hit. Even, the person about whom we are talking about, his channel also was hacked the last year, and
But
after the
I
20.
think 24 days or 24 hours, I don't know the exact time or days, but he got again his channel.
Yes, because he's a very powerful personality. Like, he has the, the muscle power, so he can use. But we, as a, very small, very tiny, the YouTubers, we don't have, even we can't approach to anyone else.
And past few days, I think 6 months ago or 1 year ago, was one YouTuber, very famous YouTuber, and motivational speaker also.
Hmm.
He has, done domestic violence
Correct,
against,
right.
his, you know, uh, spouse. Okay, but like people are following that person blindly. So my question is, how can we choose role model who are available on online platform? How can we choose? Because they are giving very good picture to us, but
Right.
behind the camera, picture is totally different.
Yes, I think you are right. The person about whom you are mentioning, you are referring to, that person is Aro, very much renowned, I would say, motivational speaker, and his
Yes,
personality is very, bigger personality. But whatever we saw in his video, what he was,
yes,
committing, it was totally unacceptable. Even after committing all of those things, he was justifying his, the action. He said
yes.
that it's our personal matter. I don't understand that if it is your personal
That
matter,
person, but that person is giving motivational speech. How can you give this kind of speech?
That is the hypocrisy that you are trying to motivate to the millions of the youth and the people, and you are not on, you himself are not, yourself are not motivate that how should, treat with the woman. and after that you are just justifying your actions, your reactions, that whatever you did, it was your the personal matter. If you are not able to solve your personal matter, so how can you suggest to the millions of the youth that you should follow this and that path? So first of all, just work on yourself, because he give lot of the lectures regardless of the even Bhagavad Gita, that he take lot of the inspiration, he draw the inspiration from the Bhagavad Gita, and but don't understand the essence of that also. And the
Mm,
recent example, I mean the last year example of once again the famous YouTuber, he also came out in the limelight when there was a rumor that he's getting the divorce from his wife. And after some time, what we saw, it was just the publicity stunt by both husband and the wife.
And in our community, like there are some YouTuber who are making vulgar thumbnails, some misleading thumbnails, and they are getting good subscribers. And like me and you and some of are making good thumbnails also, but we are not getting good subscriber. But YouTube is not taking any action. That kind of person who are making misleading thumbnails or vulgar thumbnails.
Yes, even this is I would say the something which YouTube look into, the fact that how, because in the YouTube guidelines, if you read them, you will see that those vulgar thumbnails, whatever the YouTubers they post on, YouTube say that your thumbnails should not be misleading, but actually those are the big YouTubers, particularly in our the English conversation, the videos.
Hmm.
I would say half of them they are using the misleading the contents, even what they
Yes.
mention on their the thumbnail. It's not exactly in their videos.
Yes, it's just a English speaking practice and topic discussion. These are the simple
Yes.
things, but they are writing something else on their thumbnail.
Yes, I like I have seen a lot of the YouTubers. I was totally I would say dramatic that there was one YouTuber and he was using Indians in the woman that he's from the America, Brazil, something like that, from the Russia. But exactly the he or I mean the that those the people were from India. So this is also something the misleading. But I don't understand the why the YouTube is not taking any strong action against those people who are really misleading the thumbnails and saying I mean not taking unnecessary things. But
And
YouTube take.
sometimes if I talk about like female YouTuber, they are using their pictures just for their earning some subscribers.
Right, correct, right.
Yes,
Yes, I mean a lot of the things are there which need to look into the fact.
they are just portraying the female co-learner just like an object.
Yes, object they are objectifying just to gain the views and the subscriber.
Yes, yes. So, like, there are so many good role models on the online platform, but if you are getting some fake news, or I can say sometimes it's correct news also, but you should rectify this news is fake or not. If this is a correct news, you should immediately unfollow.
Yes, like in my case too. When the first time actually I didn't watch that percent of the full the videos or an episode about whom we are just mentioning. I just watched the uh, three or two four, I mean three or four the short clips just for the 5 minutes like that. And I, to be honest, I unsubscribe him, because I had the mindset that this person is very good, because because I used to watch his English content, whenever he used to take the podcast with someone else. So I used to watch his videos, but after watching his, you can say, the mischievous habits, I unfollowed him, I unsubscribed him, because what I believe that the content we consume, we also become I mean somewhere the same kind of persons. So we need
Mm.
to consume the content very very attentively and very mindfully, because we don't know. I would say that it's a very important for our future generation, and particularly the kids, that what kind of content we are watching in our videos, and what kind of the role models we are following.
Nowadays, it's really very difficult task to choose good role model because we don't know their real life. But yes, if you
Yes.
are getting these kind of news, first you should, identify these news are fake rumors. If it is fake, then you should have some patience. But if it is correct, so you should, immediately unfollow that person and never think that they have million of subscribers.
Correct. You know, Like most of the, if you look at the big YouTubers, you will see a kind of trend. One is very famous, the one second YouTuber, he was arrested by the police in the name of the drag, something like that. So I think they have their picture is very
And
different of the cam.
I think he had joined Big Boss also.
Exactly, yes, yes. So a
Yes,
lot of the, we don't understand, we are following them blindly, but their
yes,
past is, and their off the camera they are totally different.
yes. If you are getting these kind of correct news,
Mm.
so you should never think about their million subscribers. You should
Mm.
just unfollow that person
Yes, true, right.
because they are not good for your children, for society, for your mental health.
Yes, and this is also fact that those YouTubers, they are the big. They in the past they have been used the vulgar things, abusing language just to grow in in their YouTube career.
Yes. But yeah, YouTube is making so many guidelines, but just for small YouTubers.
Right, exactly. Yes,
Yes. So it was a lovely session again with you. I hope you also enjoyed this session and this
yes,
topic.
yes.
Okay. Now I'm going to wind up this session.
Sure.